what's up? Welcome to To Day Rae with me, your girl Ray Ray. So I've been meaning to do this video for a while. I talked about everything in a live stream, but I mean, I know people aren't gonna I don't even remember what live stream it was. I'm giving you guys a full update and all the details because I'm almost 1 month out from surgery. My surgery date is August 8th. I am the first surgery of the day. I have to be at the hospital by 5:30 in the morning. So yeah, it's gonna be a crazy one. So I know some people have asked me about it. Like, they've asked me on live streams, and I was like, oh, I need to do a video to talk about this. So that's what this is. So I have my little black binder. They give this to you. You guys probably see me when I've given my weight loss surgery updates. I've always referred to this. They say this is your Bible. So I just wanted to kind of start going through. The last time I went, they gave us this new packet, and it's got some really cool stuff in it. And so yeah. So basically, my diet progression. 3 weeks before surgery, you're starch-free and 50 grams of carbs per day or less. That's it. So basically like keto, kind of, sort of. Like, if I want a sandwich, I found this Carb Smart bread. I think one piece of bread is, well, good morning, Callie. Hi, how are you doing? Is 9 carbs. But there's still 18 carbs for 2 pieces, which is fine. But there's still like wheat and stuff in it. So I've been doing a lot of keto type dinners. We're not completely following the keto diet. We're like kind of doing our own thing. Because my husband, he has some upcoming health issues. And he has some current health issues. And the doctor told him, he says, you need to also lose weight. We're trying to figure out what to do for him. He's been going to the doctors and get tests done for his anesthesia. So he has to have a hernia surgery. He has a really bad hernia. It's not bothering him right now. It was, and he had an infection in his intestines. But since the medicines and stuff, he's been doing better. But apparently his surgery is not going to be laparoscopic. They said that they need to cut him open to fix his hernia, and it's 6 weeks downtime. My husband's like, I ain't got time for that. They say a lot of people don't get the surgery, and then those who do end up re-tearing or something anyway. So my husband wants to he has to restart his progress over for his weight loss surgery. So he wants to see if there's any way where if he starts it, if he could just get both procedures done at the same time and just be done with it. So, I've talked about this before, my diet progression. 3 weeks before surgery, starch-free, 50 grams of carbs per day or less. That's fine. 48 hours before surgery, I have to have nothing but clear liquids. So for 2 days, clear liquids. And then you have to be able to see through it. So water, sugar-free drinks, broth, sugar-free gelatin, sugar-free popsicles, Atkins Lift. I haven't seen that anywhere. And Premier Clear Protein Water. So I do have, my one girlfriend who had surgery still had the protein clear water, so she did give me a bunch of it. Unfortunately, it's raspberry, but I'm just gonna have to suck it up and drink it. I hate raspberry. Like, I like the fruit raspberries, but I don't. Come on, you act like nobody shows you attention. But I don't like artificial raspberry. I think it's the most disgusting thing, which is crazy because and I don't even like raspberry cheesecake or anything like that. Strawberry and stuff is fine, but like raspberry, not a big raspberry fan. Okay, so of course, after surgery is full liquids, day 1 through 7. Pourable liquids, which is protein shakes, skim milk, almond milk, yogurt smoothies, soups. I can have that for 1 week after surgery. The second week after surgery, you go to pureed diet, which is pureed cottage cheese. You still on full liquids. Blended meats, blended soups. I think just to be safe, I might stick with the with the shakes and I don't know. I'm like I've What another good thing is with my hospital is that they have a support group. The doctors are in it, the surgeons are in it, the nutritionists are in it, and you can message them, you can email them anytime you have any questions. I sit there sometimes in this group because people ask questions, that they post their success stories, they post if they've had problems and stuff, and it's really just a big, everybody's different. It's just a really big, huge support group, and I love it. But I'm just nervous because, some people have issues and some people don't. Now, because my surgery is the first one in the morning, my surgery is only 45 minutes long. There is one woman who actually just posted in the group, she went home the same day. I think I'll probably stay overnight. Maybe I'll vlog or live stream depending on how I'm feeling. I don't know. I've considered it. So after surgery, day 14 to day 30 is a soft diet. And 1 month, you're good. You're on a regular diet. So what they did is, so here is a list of the foods. So your clear liquid diet, 48 hours. And the whole reason for this is to shrink your organs. So the surgery is better. So for my 48 is water, sugar-free, because I can't have any caffeine either. So liquids at this stage must be see-through, no sugar, no carbonation, no caffeine, no alcohol. You should stay very hydrated at this stage, drinking every half hour. So I'm going to have to drink, she said drink so many, what was it? I think it was up here. Drink 7 liters. That's a lot. So, and then diet caffeine-free tea. That's going to be my problem, is tea. Sugar-free Jell-O, sugar-free popsicles, but there's all kinds of stuff. And then what they have done, which is what I like, is they give you a schedule. Now, they said you can adapt this schedule to fit your lifestyle, but they have a complete schedule laid out, when to take your vitamins, because there's 2 vitamins you can't take. I believe it's your calcium and your multivitamin you can't take together. So starting at 8 a.m., which is what I normally get up in the morning anyway, or 7, you take we have it's basically Prilosec, but it's 40 milligrams because you have to keep your stomach acids at a minimum. So you have to take that. And then at 8 a.m. you take your calcium citrate. It's 500 milligrams. And between 8 and 9, you have to have a protein shake. Because this says 8:30 a.m., 4 ounces of protein shake, 8:30 a.m. Or 8 o'clock, 4 ounces, 8:30, 4 ounces. So within an hour, you need to try to get 8 ounces down of protein shake. And then every half hour, excuse me, 4 ounces of fluids, 4 ounces of fluids. So I'm setting a, sorry about that. I get distracted very easily. And then with him screaming and my husband calling, what the heck? Okay, so anyway, basically every half hour I have to have 4 ounces of fluids. 11:30 is my next protein shake. 10 a.m. is my 2 servings of multivitamins. 12 is my calcium and 2 is my calcium. Then I don't have to take calcium for the rest of the day. And then until 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock p.m. it says 4 ounces of sugar-free Jell-O. So my last protein shake will be at 6 p.m. So I have to have a protein shake between 2:30 and 3, and between 6 and 6:30. Now this is going to be this is day 1 through 7. I go back to work a month later, so I should be on solid foods. So we'll see. And then like this is really cool because they give you a menu. Like this is a full liquids menu. And it's like, what's the liquids menu? But like 1 cup of water with 1 cup of Undri protein, strawberry protein powder. 1.5 cups of water, half a cup of sugar-free Jello, bariatric advantage protein powder. Like this is just examples of stuff that you can have. So, and then they also, there's some, a shopping list as well. And that's what I like, is that they give you a shopping list, like that if you, like, because your mental state is going to be like, oh, I'm going to forget. Like, I've already feel like I've forgotten stuff. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I haven't even had my pre-op appointment yet, like, at my doctor's. So, I'm just like, ugh. You know, like, I feel like I'm forgetting everything. But, you know, so puree or smooth diet. This is the 2nd week. My meal size is going to be a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup. Do not try to increase, it said. So I may not meet protein goals, but I need to have 64 ounces of fluid each day, 3 to 6 meals each day. Eat slowly. Stop eating as soon as you feel satisfied. Do not drink with meals or ½ hour after meals. You may drink up to your meal. But I remember them saying you should not drink like a ½ hour before your meal, because you want the food. You know what I mean? You want the protein and stuff from the food. And if your stomach, my stomach's going to be like the size of a man's thumb. So you're not supposed to drink, because then you're just going to fill up and you're not going to get your protein and stuff, your food. So anyway, eat slowly, stop. Okay, yeah. So this is my recommended foods, which is Greek yogurt, meat soups pureed in a blender and strained to remove all pieces. Pureed chicken, canned tuna, eggs with low-fat mayo, but you need to mash it. Pureed non-starchy vegetables. I have a whole list of that. Sugar-free, fat-free pudding. Tofu, very soft, low-fat cheese, thicker smoothies. You know, I'm like really nervous with that, so we'll see. But again, they have another schedule to follow. So like, again, 7 o'clock in the morning, take my acid medicine. At 8 a.m., a 1/4 cup of scrambled eggs mashed finely. Wait 30 minutes after your meal until you start drinking again. Then at 8, you take my 2 servings of multivitamins. At 10 a.m., take my calcium. 12, take calcium, and 2, take calcium. And then at 11:30, it says you take you have your light mayo, tuna with light mayo mashed finely. And then it's like water, True Lemon, which is so good. 2:30, a ½ cup of yogurt. At 6, a 1/4 cup of sugar-free pudding with protein powder added. So, and then wait 30 minutes after your meal, start drinking again, and then up till 8 o'clock. I mean, you could keep drinking after 8. But yeah, so then they also give you a menu and a shopping list for this week as well. You know, which I really appreciate this like so much. And then this is the other thing, is you have to learn how to chew. So for the soft diet, from 3 to 4 weeks, you have to chew 25 to 30 times. It says all protein should be moist and soft. At meals, protein should be consumed first, followed by non-starchy vegetables, followed by small amount of fruit. Raw vegetables and tougher meats should not be introduced during this stage, as they are difficult to digest. Wait 6 to 8 weeks after surgery for this, so I can't eat any raw veggies or anything like that. Recommended foods, with soft protein, scrambled hard-boiled eggs, shredded chicken, tuna with light mayonnaise, tofu, baked or steamed fish, soft microwave protein bars, thinly sliced meats or low-fat cheeses, reduced fat string cheese or cottage cheese, and softly cooked vegetables, but you need to eat your protein first. And then again, they also have a schedule for you to follow with all the tips. They also have a menu that if you're stuck on something, you follow the menu. And then if you ever, like, after your month and like you get on a decline or you find yourself slipping and falling back into old habits, you just reset yourself and you start all over again. So this is the shopping list. Regular diet 1 month, incorporate 1 to new foods a day, avoid grazing between meals. That's my problem. Choose a low fat protein source as much as possible. Wait 6 to 8 weeks till you bring back dry or tough meat like steak, pork chops, or veal, and fibrous produce like raw broccoli, salad, apples, etc. Avoid all starches until post-op month 6. Then low starch indefinitely. You will eventually get up to 1 cup of food at a time. Stay there. Do not exceed 1.5 cups at a sitting. Try new food at a time and try keep a journal documenting intake, symptoms, and see how you tolerate each food. If you feel like you're hungry often and you're getting all your protein in, try increasing your intake of non-starchy vegetables. They are very satisfying for very few calories. Try to slowly reduce the number of protein shakes you consume and replace them with solid food sources of protein. Patients who consume more solid protein tend to see better long-term weight loss than those who get most of their proteins from their liquidy shakes. If you do vomit, this is a thing with the surgery, which I'm like, I don't know anybody who likes to vomit, but me particularly, like, I can't handle it. If you do vomit or feel that food is stuck, stop eating and return to liquid diet until symptoms resolve. So this is going to be my plate for now on. It's 75% protein, 25% vegetables and fruit. So yeah, I'm like super. It's still going to be a lot of hard work. It's so much adjusting. But yeah, so, and then of course, post-op, day 30 and beyond, sample day, regular foods. I don't know if I have to take the Prilosec 40 milligrams. It's like a special prescribed medicine. But I don't know how long I have to take that. So again, the same thing. So my post-op day 30 and beyond sample, this is a schedule. So again, 7, take your Prilosec, 8 multivitamins, 10, 12, and 2 calcium, which I'll probably have to take, or I can just probably change my schedule as long as I'm getting it, like when I start work. So I can still take my thing at 7, my Prilosec. I can still take my multivitamins at 8. And then my calcium I'll probably have to take at work I'll just have to set an alarm and just take my calcium with me to work and just take it. And then when I come home, I just have to see what my lunch schedule is and things like that and just try to work, because I have to take them like every 2 hours. But I think as long as we get, in a routine. So at 8, half a cup to quarter cup, or half a cup to 3/4 cup boiled eggs and turkey bacon. Delicious. Weigh 30, but see, I say that now. Now, see, my girlfriend who had the surgery, she can't eat eggs anymore. They make her sick. They make her nauseous. And she's having a hard time with chicken. If I have a hard time with chicken or tuna, I'm screwed because I can't eat beef. And the thing is like, I know I have to wait to try it. Like, I might try beef, but I'm so nervous because I have such a hard time digesting it. So I don't know if my new stomach is going to allow me to digest it. I don't know, but we'll see. So then it's like, you don't have to follow this, but basically every half hour drink. Decaf tea. Now, some people I've gotten on this coffee kick. I've been drinking coffee. I've been loving this coffee. I've never been a coffee drinker. I'm a tea drinker. I have a cup of tea sitting right there next to me. But for some reason, I've been on this coffee kick and I can't have caffeine for a while. But my one girlfriend, a lot of people, they started drinking coffee and they've been fine. I just like, because it's considered a irritant, a stomach irritant. Okay, so yeah, basically every half hour drink, every, I guess, 4 hours eat. So at 8 you eat, at 11:30 you eat, 2:30 you eat. Of course, I'm gonna have to adjust this according to my schedule with work. A half a cup, turkey meatballs and cauliflower mash. Sounds delicious. So yeah, wait 6 to 8 weeks for crispy raw veggies and fruits. You eventually reach up to 1 cup of food, blah, blah, blah. Always use protein first. So yeah. It says, so here's some tips. Cautious eating after surgery. To reduce your risk of complications, discomfort, weight regain, and follow these guidelines. Avoid overeating. To prevent vomiting, vomiting is often most caused by overeating, eating too quickly, or eating inappropriate foods. Taking larger bites or not chewing food well. If vomiting occurs, stop eating solid and sip your clear liquids until you are able to resume the intake of normal foods. Episodes of occasional vomiting are common initially and unusually improve with time. If it occurs more than 24 hours, call your doctor because this may indicate your stomach outlet is blocked. Also call your doctor if you feel unable that you, okay, blah, 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 blah. Eat in a relaxed atmosphere. Sit down for meals and avoid eating on the go. Avoid eating in front of the TV or while reading, which will divert your attention and increase the risk of overeating or eating too fast. Limit chewing gum. Chewing gum is not recommended. If you choose to chew gum, it must be sugar-free, but be very careful not to swallow it as it can block your stomach outlet and require a visit to the ER for removal. And no carbonated beverages. So, here is a cheat sheet. It just kind of breaks everything down in a quicker version. Possible food intolerances. After surgery, some food may become uncomfortable to eat, particularly those that are dry, sticky, gummy, or stringy. Each individual responds differently in particular foods, and most people discover which foods are best tolerated by trial and error. Although some intolerances are permanent, most resolve within time. If you have a bad reaction, try that food again in a few weeks. So meats, red meat, pork, poultry, if it's dry, and shellfish. Try moist cooking methods such as boiling, pressure cooking, or using a slow cooker. Veggies, raw veggies, cooked vegetables with tough skin, stringy vegetables like celery and asparagus, gaseous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. Milk says you may become lactose intolerant. Fruit with tough fruit with tough skin, dried fruit, hard fruit, citrus fruit. Because again, the citruses can mess with your stomach. Bread, dense bread, bagels, pasta, biscuits. Try pitas, crackers, or toasting bread for better intolerances. Beans, nuts, and seeds, all nuts and seeds, legumes or beans, chunky peanut butter. I don't like beans anyway, so I'm good with that. Other food, chili or spicy food, fry or high-fat food, and sweets and sugary food. So that is pretty much going to be my life. And like I said, I'm going to be documenting it. I'm going to be going through it. I've already started. I have a video coming out. Now, like I said, because my husband has to have the low carb, no starch diet, we have already started integrating some of these food practices, and I do come back to this binder a lot because my husband has to be starch free because of his things. Let me go in my little handy dandy binder. So the non-starchy vegetables that he can have. So we can have broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, spinach, lettuce, zucchini, carrots, radishes, onions, mushrooms, okra, eggplant, cucumbers, pepper, squash, tomato, turnips, leeks, celery, cabbage, artichokes, kale, collard greens, green beans, and Brussels sprouts. Those are unlimited. Like, we can have them by the bushels. Except for Brussels sprouts. Did you know? Because this happened to my husband. This is no BS. My husband got Brussels sprout poisoning. Because if you eat too many Brussels sprouts, you can actually get poisoned from it. I had made this big tray of like these oven baked like seasoned Brussels sprouts one time, and they were so delicious. My husband went a little crazy with it. He ate them for breakfast with eggs. He ate them for lunch, and we ate them again for dinner. He got super sick, and come to find out, it was from the Brussels sprouts. Yeah, didn't know that could happen, but it's a thing. I can have all fruits, and he can have all fruit. Lean proteins, meat, chicken, turkey, cottage cheese, fish, shellfish, eggs, fat, reduced fat cheese, low fat yogurt, tofu, and protein powder. And what we can't have are corn, potatoes, sweet potatoes, which kills me. I love sweet potatoes so much. Peas, which that's fine with me. It sucks because I have like 6 cans in the cabinet. I hate peas. My husband loves peas. I don't like peas. And so usually when we make dinners, he's like, why didn't you make peas? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Because I'll eat them because I want to show my son that even though I don't like something, I'm still going to eat it because it's healthy for me, and try to instill that in him. But my son doesn't like them. I don't like them. He's the only one that does. And so we have like all these cans of peas, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been to the food pantry before, and especially like times like this, like we're hurting bad, like we're selling stuff, you know. My Poshmark, like that's another video because that's frustrating me. People just frustrate me. But my Poshmark isn't doing well. I've been stressing. We have bills, we need to get propane, and my husband hasn't been working because of his hernia, and he had to give himself a break in his medicine and blah, blah, blah. And so we're struggling right now. We're like, it sucks because I'm not working, and my bills are due, his bills are due. I have probably $2 in my checking account because I didn't have time to cancel my Ipsy for this month, so that came out, and I had like $11 left, so I probably have less than $1 because it's like $10.50 like in my bank account, so I probably have like less than $1 or maybe $1 something and some change. But we're hurting right now, and plus we have my son's birthday. My friend's paying for the pizzas, like, because we don't have the money for it, and I only got him one thing, and I put that on credit, and yeah, like, and I don't want to keep using my credit cards for like groceries and stuff like that, but because my one credit card, I ain't gonna lie, it's almost maxed out because I've had to buy stuff for the house and cat food and, you know. But anyway, that's for here nor there. So after gastric bypass to avoid dumping syndrome, so dumping is nausea, cramping, diarrhea, sweating, heart racing, vomiting, like if something is. Another thing that they told me is that if you get like, oh yeah, I have to find like a water bottle because I need a particular water bottle that doesn't cause you to suck in air. And then the other thing that I need to, what was the other thing that I needed to look into? Well, I need to buy I have to make a trip whenever we get some money before surgery, hopefully. I have to go to Costco. My girlfriend has a membership to get my calcium citrate vitamins, and these are acceptable. I have to take 2 of these. I started now, but I've been having a real hard time with my medicines. I'm not going to lie, like, because I'm not on my work schedule anymore. So sometimes I get like a little off track and like a little off my schedule. Drives me crazy. But yeah, so, oh yeah, they have this thing, it's called a papaya enzyme. So if you feel like your food is stuck, you take this papaya enzyme, and it like makes like a slime basically in your throat, so that way your food slides down. Gross, But he said that unless, like, if you have a gag reflex, it might not be for you. You might want to try it before surgery. So yeah, on next week I have an appointment, my pre-op surgery appointment, and then they could call me anytime after that. I am on the waiting list to come early. I was really hoping to get an earlier date other than August 8th. I rather would have had the August 1st, so that way I would have been 1 month out and before I went back to work. But we'll see. She said she'll put me on the reserve list in case someone cancels, because she said, believe it or not, it happens all the time. They get cold feet. I've actually seen people in the group post like saying that they canceled their surgery because they were scared and they didn't know. And then there's a couple people, and I just saw this yesterday, a guy posted saying he's a new/old patient, because he said he went through the process. Week before surgery, he got cold feet and he backed out. Now he said he's double the size and now he has to work even harder, and he's starting his surgery again. And I think he said he was like, he was almost finished his one thing. So yeah. All right, guys. So that is my weight loss surgery update. T-minus almost a month. It's July 1st. What is it? 1 month and a week. So close to 30 days out. Getting a little anxious. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it helped somebody. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I couldn't do that. But you know what? The thing is that you don't have a choice, and you really have to be in the mindset. If you're not in the right mindset, it's not going to work. You're not going to do it. Like I said, what it took for me was becoming a diabetic and having all these health issues. And yeah, I don't like that. So I made the choice and I'm going to stick to it. And yeah. All right, guys. I hope, like I said, this video will help you, help somebody. So yeah, I hope you liked it and I hope it was informative. Like I said, I know I've talked about this a few times. I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. And yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Have a great one. And remember to be kind, because you don't know what kind of battle someone's going through. So don't be a dick. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.